Phil was a very strong personality, and a lot of people are intimidated by him. I'm not. I'm very much like Phil.
Jamie rings up Phil, and I'm just ringing up Uncle Phil, tell you how much I love him. It's true. It's true. But it's an amazing story, that. It is.
That's
but
great.
So much alike. Watch out, Karen. Watch out, you've got the next 20, 30 years.
My mum actually always says, you know, she always says to Phil, are you sure that he's not your son? Because we are so much alike. But we're, you know, Phil was one of the most honest people to family that you'll ever meet.
And his friends.
And his friends, mainly, yeah, and his friends. He does a lot for his, and mainly people from the footy club. If you're not really involved with the footy club, I assume you're not really one of his friends anyway.
And he said, Uncle Phil, for you, I couldn't refuse. He did. And his fee is a lot less than what you pay for a very good coach, and with the calibre he is.
And we've created a new era, we both.
That's right, you have with Jamie, who's the
Jamie,
right man to pick.
Being a cousin and nephew, he is the new direction, but we see a similar thing to the 70s and what's happening now with a young group of guys that will play their career together. And that's what we see.
He's come back to Kilburn for 3 years, and Uncle Phil said he'd stay with him.
Oh, he pulls the strings. You know, the players will have him. You know, he gets to oversee things. So yeah, he gets the final say, I dare say.
Just on putting together those sides, how much input has the coach had in bringing together those players? Has that been very much a committee thing?
At this present time?
What?
Our coach.
The 77 team and also with Jamie?
Well, Mark Lenz was the same thing. Mark had the knack of being able to draw players to him and they'll do what he asked him to do. Yeah. Peter Thomas was similar when we went through. That was the later stage. But then we never had much. Tony Roach came through a different character. We're talking about these characters right through. Stephen O'Connor paved the way for Tony Roach. He built a good side, then Tony Roach got the best of them out of it. And we were premiers in 94, 95 in Division 1. Well, Jamie Thomas is probably better than they are. But Jamie had nothing to work with. They had something. Jamie had nothing. He's made a team out of what he had. These guys lost only won one game in 2 years. Fair enough, we recruited a few, but not a great lot. But Jamie also used what he had and developed right through. And some of those guys who lost that one game or won one game in 2 years also were the players who played very, very well in our premiership this year. So I don't think Jamie brought too many with him. He brought a coach with him. An assistant coach was our B-grade coach in Gigi, and Greg Calibrate.
And he's one of the biggest things in the last 12 months that I've been in this footy club is Phil Martin. It's all about bonding the football club. It's all about bonding friendship. Me, Benny Miller, Phil, Jamie, and everyone involved. And it's all Kilburn. He's all Kilburn. And I've been through it and I've seen it, and he's just an absolute landmark for this club.
And mate, he's made a hell of a difference. Great guy, different thing. But I think there wasn't too many players came through with Jamie, and to make a side. That's not. We didn't want that. I don't believe in just going through a club and take the best out of them. There were a few came from Salisbury North. I think a lot more went somewhere else from Salisbury North that came to Kilburn. Where our idea is, rather than buy a side, we want to develop a side that's going to last us over a period of time. You've got to be able to afford what you do. And football today is all about money. We rounded up enough money last year from a certain amount of our sponsors. These guys are still sponsors of our club, and they're also most of them are life members of our club. They keep putting in it. So this year we're going to ask them again this year. But the end has got to be up from everybody, or we've got to find more and more of them. Carol and I were probably the biggest sponsors of the club last year.
Phil's got that club up and running, you know, from the very, you know, since I've known him. He's got the new club. If it wasn't for Phil, I don't think we'd have the new club. There's a lot of things we wouldn't have there.
And Phil's got a wonderful imagination. Yeah, he thinks of things that other people wouldn't even consider. And when he gets moving on them, they generally happen too. So.
What would be his craziest idea that's actually worked?
Well, the club rooms here at Kilburn.
Yeah.
We thought, you know, we need new club rooms. So everyone went, yeah, right, Phil. Well, have a look now. So there's one that actually worked. So
He gets things done.
Well, people would be intimidated by him.
Well, it depends. All depends, you know. He's got a lot of pull.
Well, you wouldn't want to be someone like on the council or someone in some department or someone with the amateur league or anything and get in his way, would you?
No, he fucking goes there. He sorts it out. That's how we got that building. That's how we got Kilburn Footy Club.
Yeah.
Phil Martin, Carroll. We wouldn't have got that if it wasn't for Phil pushing it.
Good club rooms, isn't it?
Yeah, we would have been selling the old club rooms, mate. Definitely.
No, it's beautiful.
So he's had a lot of pull and he gets what he wants.
Yeah.
9 times out of 10. Maybe
amazing.
9.5.
Mate, the grants we've got at Kilburn at the present time, what we've done over a period of time, I've probably done more than anyone else has, but it's not that I've done. I've had a great support. Every time I've had to move and I've been able to be the focal figure, these people have been behind me, like the previous boards and so forth, and even though they haven't agreed with the way I handle things, I swear, I curse, I drink like hell, and sometimes people say, oh fuck, here he comes again, just give him what he wants. And that was the stage going back a while. But now
that works.
But it did work actually, and we got everything we wanted. So now we've got to start doing it again. I'm getting too old for this now, but no one there wants to take up the challenge and have a go. And I'd just love to see someone say, Phil, show me how. I can't show them how, but I can tell them how I've done it. They've got to make their own mark when it goes through.
Yeah!